everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Friday. It is May 21st, 2021. So before we get into this video, a couple of things I just wanted to let you guys know. Number one, I will be live streaming tonight at 8 p.m. Topic is yet to be determined. We'll figure that out when we get that all set up. But also, I started today. I am doing a sale with my freeze-dried food, legacy freeze-dried food. So if you go to my website, preppernurse1.com, you can save yourself. And then, so you go to preppernurse1.com, you click on the store, it will drop down, it'll say Legacy Foods, and it'll take you to what we have available there. If you go there, you can save yourself 20% on any purchase that you make there. So definitely take advantage of that, and the 20% will come off automatically at checkout. Okay, so just putting that out there ahead of time for you guys. All right, so and again, that sale's going to run. I think it's starting today, and I think I'm running it until I believe I'm going to do the 6th of June, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to look at that just to make sure. But so here, I wanted to show you, we got blossoms that we had happen here on the apple tree. Obviously, you guys know that I pruned these apple trees back big time this year. So we are going to be getting some apples off of them as well, which will be good. Next year should be much better. So I wanted to show you over here too really quickly. Mom and Beck actually have gone pretty nuts cleaning things up in this area. And it's at a point where I just need to come in now with the chainsaw. They got another nice pile started there, which we're going to get going tonight. We got the boys are coming, and my great nephews, and so we're going to have a little bonfire for them because they'll enjoy that, and I'm sure they'll do s'mores and stuff like that. All right, so let's get into topic really quickly here, okay? So I want to talk about farmers and being controlled by the government. And one of the things that I don't think a lot of people know is what the government will do is they will literally pay farmers not to grow crops. So here's okay. So let's break it down a little bit easier, real quick to start out with. So what ends up happening is you have the government will come in and they'll offer these farmers big money. But what happens is once the farmer says, yes, I'll take that money, now the government is going to control what that farmer can and cannot do, because once you get used to having that kind of money, that's what ends up happening. The government comes in and says, well, okay, now you can do this, but because we pay you XYZ amount of money, these are, I don't know if you guys can see the bird right up in the center of that there. It's right in the very center. It's very cute, actually. But the government can basically regulate what you charge for your goods. They can also say, hey, listen, this particular year, we don't want you to grow anything. All right, so say you have a huge farm and they're being paid like they were growing something, but they're not having to do the work to grow it. That's a win-win for the farmer. So, you know, even if it's a year that they would be growing, you know, the government's going to set that price of what they can buy and sell things for because they have that control. There is some friends of mine, you guys know who Patty and John are, and there's a lot of big cattle farms up in our area up here. You know, a lot of milking farms and stuff like that with a lot of milkers and stuff like that. And one of their neighbors over where they live, the government had come in and like controls every other farm in that area except for theirs. These, not Patty and John's, but these other people. And so they were talking to Patty and John, and they were letting them know that, yeah, the reason that we never took that money, because as soon as you take that money, then they have complete and total control over what you can and cannot do. And I don't think a lot of people are aware of that, and I find that very, very fascinating. So realistically, let's think about it, okay? And this year, and the reason that I'm bringing this up is this year a lot of these farmers are being paid not to grow crops this year. So how do you cause a crisis? How do you cause a food shortage, right? You cause a food shortage by driving up demand and not having enough product to be able to utilize. And that's exactly what is happening this year. It's almost as though, again, things are being done on purpose to cause issues, to cause problems. And that's one of the things that's happening right now, is we have these, places that are being paid, these farmers that are being paid. No, I didn't see him. So they're being paid not to grow their crops. Oh, yeah. I see one right here.
Yep, see one right here?
Oh, yeah.
Right there?
Oh, okay, yep. So over here, guys, there's one right here. We got the one here. So the beans are starting to come up because the beans... Oh, there's another one right here, Beck. So the beans are on the outside edges of this bed. Through the center, as you can see, that is all onions. And then we got the other beans. And believe it or not, I watered this morning. I know you can't tell. It looks like it hasn't been. But I did water everything this morning. And these actually didn't pop up until today. So I think, with hitting that early enough, that makes all the difference. But, so that's cool.
And Ed,
Yeah.
we have 12 tomato plants and 1 pepper plant.
1 pepper plant.
1 pepper plant. These are all tomatoes.
Ah.
That's a pepper.
But see, here's the things with these tomato plants. We don't know what tomato plants they are.
This is true.
So.
But look, we have 1 pepper.
Well. Okay. Well, we planted more peppers too.
Right, they haven't come up yet.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna go check on the pepper.
That's funny, actually. So. But anyway, so this is another reason, because of things like this that we've been talking about in this video, of why I think it is so important to try to be as self-reliant on yourself as you possibly can be. Because if you're growing your own food, and first of all, the important thing of growing your own food is you know where it came from, you know what's in it, and those type of things. So that really, really makes a big, big difference, And wonder where he's heading. The propane guy. They come for me in June. So yeah, so they come and they fill my tank. Well, that's a different company, I think. But they come and fill me up in June. So I'm just watching him. I'm not sure where he's going. But anyhow, with growing your own food, you know where it comes from. You know what's put in it. You know if it's been treated with chemicals or not treated with chemicals. And to me, that's a big, big, important part of it. And I like that he was going the wrong way. I like that we have that control, if you will. And like I said, I love being able to have stuff. You can see the asparagus is all coming up beautifully this year, and so that is awesome as well. Again, we won't harvest any asparagus this year. We won't harvest any asparagus next year. We will just let the asparagus take over this whole bed, and that's what we'll do with that. So what I plan on doing too, just so you guys know ahead of time, a lot of people end up raking their leaves up, they put them on the curb, and they let the town or the city or whatever take them. If you are growing anything, don't do that. Take those leaves, put them into your garden beds, wherever your garden's bed, nice layer, and then cover it up. And in the spring, you will be very, very happy with the results of that, because the worms will come through, they'll work on that. It's really, really good for the soil, and you're putting a lot of nutrients and stuff back into the soil. That's why when you see, out in nature where something isn't disturbed, that soil is so rich in a lot of places, because nobody's raking those leaves up. They're doing what they're normally intended to do, which is help to enrich that soil. So, yes, we got 1, 2, the third one coming here. and 1, 2, 3, and then another one there. So these ones are coming up. These ones are coming up. We got the 3 on this side now, and then we've got the 2, and oh, there's another one there too.
Yeah,
so
3 in the middle.
3 in the middle, and then the 2 on that side.
There's supposed to be 4 on each row.
Okay, well.
So we're getting there.
I still think we're going to have everything will come up. It just may take longer for some of it than other stuff.
Yeah, they're just a late bloomer.
Right. These ones are doing great. And these ones came up afterwards and they're doing awesome. So we're going to, now I'm going to take somebody's suggestion and they said put straw all around these. I definitely do plan on doing that. I want to make sure everything else comes up down here first. But then I'm definitely going to pick up a bale of straw, put that in through here. So that's going to also help keep down on the weeds. But it'll also help maintain that moisture in the soil as we water on top of that. So we're definitely going to be doing that as well. But anyway, I want to hear your guys' feedback on this topic because I think it's an important topic. You know, the farmers being paid not to grow. I think that's a huge issue, a huge issue. And, you know, with devastating effects. It can be very, very devastating effects. And I think that is important, something really important to talk about, to know. Again, I'm going to always encourage you guys to grow your own crops. Get your own fruit trees on your property. And, you know, like we're going to have a ton of peaches on here. We're going to have a bunch of peaches on this one. And then, you know, the other peach trees are going to do very well as well. They blossomed very well as well this year. So these 2, I got to pull these out. These are both dead. So I will be replacing these 2. These were cherry trees that didn't make it. So right now I have, these 2 guys are plums. These 2 are cherry trees, and I got the main cherry tree down there. We do have some blossoms on these, but that one this year down there is going to be massive. So also we have the pear trees over here as well. So I like having our own fruit. I think that that's a really cool thing. And we'll just continue to work on that. So, but anyway, I want to hear your feedback. I want to hear what you have to say. I'm going to encourage you to grow as much of your own produce as you possibly can, and eat as much of it, as much of it as you can. Preserve that. I think we're going to need it. Okay. So maybe we'll talk about food shortages tonight in the live stream. Maybe that'll be the topic. I think that might be a good topic to discuss. So, anyway, I will see you all tonight. 8 p.m. so for the live stream, and Heather will join me a little bit, so you know, if you have any questions for Heather, she'll be able to answer those. Also, remember guys, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. And there's a buddy sighting. He's like, hello, I'll take some attention. Also remember guys, STD, step, thing, and day. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you are trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only person that can stop you from achieving those goals, reaching your dreams, is you, okay? That's it. Nobody else can stop you. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. Hang in there, stay focused. You know, there's so many unknowns, so many scary possibilities that could happen, but if we just take care of our own business and try to be as self-sufficient as we can, we're going to be in much, much better shape. Alright, I'll see you all tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.